Namaste. Let us now take a look about the last chapter of the text Vaidyakeeya Subhashita Sahityam, and the chapter is entitled as Vishaya Vignyana. The contents of this video is further classified under the broad headings such as the 5 sensual pleasures, definition of karma, Adi Shankara's view on sensual pleasures, others' opinions on sensual pleasures, giving up of sensual pleasures, and finally the conclusion. The 5 sensual pleasures. Ears, skin, eyes, tongue and nose are the 5 sense organs as we all know. They, along with the soul, keeping the mind as the seat of senses, perceive the same in the form of sound, touch, sight, taste and fragrance respectively. These are called as the indriyarthas, which means the objects of senses, and the same are being perceived by the sense organs. Definition of karma. For the people who are intensely interested in sparsha sukha, which means the tactile pleasure, that which can give them uncomparable happiness like kissing and other sensual pleasures is emphasized as karma. The attraction between woman and a man mutually is considered as karma. Creating oneness among the couples is the result of karma. If the union takes place in them with dual mind, it is equal to the union of corpses. Adi Shankara's view on sensual pleasures. What is more poisonous than poison? The reply given by Adi Shankara was, all the sensual pleasures, wealth and association with women is more poisonous than poison. Who is always miserable? The one who is always interested in sensual pleasures. Who is blessed? One who helps others. Who is eligible to be respected? One who concentrates on Shiva Tattva. Union with a woman is undoubtedly pleasurable. From there on, one has to suffer from many diseases, and the ultimate surrender is the death. Even though this is known to everyone, they never leave doing such sins. Other opinions on sensual pleasures and wealth. The real poison in life is the desire. It destroys a person once, but sensual pleasures destroys many births. The deadly poison that arose from the milky ocean is even not poisonous, but the Lakshmi, that is wealth, is so. Even though Lord Shiva consumed, the poison did not affect him, but just the touch of Lakshmi has made Vishnu to go mesmerized by deep sleep. As unknowingly the fish enters into destruction with a keen desire for a piece of meat, in the same manner a man also enters into distress in search of happiness. Lord Buddha says that he is not frightened of poisonous snakes or by thunderstorms, but he is frightened of sensual pleasures. As how the fire glows bright by addition of ghee, the want for sensual pleasure doesn't get satisfied and it keeps on increasing. In this world, neither grains, wheat, gold, women nor animals can satisfy the one who is interested in lust. There is no disease equal to karma, no enemy equal to delusion, no fire equal to anger, and no happiness equal to knowledge. The ears are not satisfied hearing all sorts of music. The eyes are not satisfied seeing all sorts of beauties. The nose is not contented though it smells all sorts of fragrance. And the tongue is also not contented eating the food which contains all the 6 tastes. In the Kamagni, that is the lustful fire, mating is the flame and romance is the fuel. The wealth and youth are destroyed in this fire. Owl cannot see during the day, crow cannot see during night, but a kama andha, one who is blinded by lust, cannot see anything either in day or night. He is a unique person who cannot differentiate between proper and improper. The knowledge will be the cause to destroy one's pride and selfishness, but the same knowledge for the non-gentleman will become the cause to increase the pride and selfishness. Loneliness will be the cause to acquire enlightenment for one who masters the sense organs. But the same loneliness is the cause to increase sex in lustful persons. Thinking about objects of sensual pleasures leads to attachment for a man. From attachment longing, from longing anger grows, from anger delusion occurs, from delusion loss of memory is caused, and from loss of memory comes the reign of discrimination, and from the loss of intellect finally the man himself perishes. One should be aware not only about the flaws of sensual pleasures but also should know its advantage too. Just because that beggars do exist, nobody quits from cooking, and just because of threat of wild animals, farmers do not stop cultivating crops. Giving up of sensual pleasures. Though the sensual pleasures can be given up, the people won't leave them to go out of their minds. They don't even make an attempt to leave them. Because giving up the sensual pleasures in life is not easy, but the result of leaving them gives happiness. If they themselves do it, it pinches much. But if we are able to leave it ourselves, it gives immense pleasure and peace too. Conquering over the sensual pleasures lead to the path of acquiring wealth, and one who cannot master the senses will walk in the path of difficulties. The option is open for you to select as to which path you want to get into. The remedy for the disease caused due to sensual pleasure is none other than quitting from itself. Any holy pilgrimage, medicine, or mantra cannot help in any manner. To conclude, detachment from the desire itself is moksha. Attachment to the desires leads to the same life and death cycle again. Hence, it is made open for a person to decide what he desires to do. Thank you.